Welcome to the Golden One Center in Sacramento, California for Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master. I'm Scott Jordan. Tonight's lineup with Arena Championship Series West has Elvis, Lainez, and El Toro Loco sitting atop the series point standings with a 6-point lead over Tristan, England. The racing bracket: Raminator, Gravedigger, Velociraptor, Megalodon, Earthshaker, Ammunition, and Monster Mutt Dalmatian versus El Toro Loco. And up first, out of Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, it's Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger, and her opponent out of Champaign, Illinois, Mark Hall in Raminator. First race is underway here at the Golden One Center. Round and round we go. Mark Hall has a great lane. Kristen Anderson is going to go over. Took it too hard. Hammered that throttle in the corner. It's going to cost her, and Mark Hall will advance. Next up, David Olford in Velociraptor. He meets the rookie Ashley Sanford in Megalodon. Off the line we go. It is Velociraptor with the jump. Megalodon easing around the corner, and David Olford now taking advantage. Goes tight on the turn across the chalk line, and Velociraptor will advance into the semifinal round. Next up is the two-time Triple Threat Series champion Tristan, England in Earthshaker. He goes up against Kurt Kramer in Rammunition. Great jump though for Rammunition. Does hit the brakes going around that turning box. Across that first chalk line, it's Earthshaker with the lead. Final corner, and Tristan, England, by about a truck and a half, moves on to the semifinal round. Our final round one matchup pits the series points leader Elvis, Lainez, and El Toro Loco, and he goes up against Team Throttle monsters Bailey Shea and Monster Mutt Dalmatian. And we are off. Elvis, Lainez hits the corner first. Right out of that chalk line goes the turning box. We'll see if that costs Bailey Shea a penalty. And Elvis, Lainez with a big-time win. He's going to move on to the semifinals. And we're going to take a look here at the bracket. It's going to be Raminator against Velociraptor and Earthshaker against El Toro Loco. And up first here in the semis, David Olford in Velociraptor. And he will go up against Mark Hall in Raminator. The winner will pull their truck up onto that pod and await their opponent in the final round. And here we go. Nice corner there from Velociraptor. He's got a slight lead over Raminator. Into the final turn, it is Velociraptor David Olford with a great pass, and he's going to move on to the final round. Up next in the semis, Elvis, Lainez, El Toro Loco, Tristan, England, Earthshaker, a battle of 1 and 2 in the series point standings, as Tristan, England trying to gain some ground back on Elvis, Lainez. And it is El Toro Loco with a nice lead as Earthshaker went wide on the turn, and Elvis, Lainez is going to clip the pod. It doesn't matter as Elvis, Lainez moves up to the pod, and El Toro Loco advances to the final round. It's going to be David Olford in Velociraptor, Elvis, Lainez, El Toro Loco. Winner gets the first 8 points of the night. After our racing competition, we move on to the final 3 competitions to crown the event champion. And here is Elvis, Lainez, and El Toro Loco up against David Olford in Velociraptor. We are off here in the finals. It's the final race. 8 points up for grabs, and by a close margin, El Toro Loco with the lead. Final corner, and El Toro Loco making it happen. So Elvis, Lainez, a big-time win for a big-time driver, and he's got the first 8 points of the night. Fans here at the Golden One Center letting him hear it, and he gets 8 points to top our first BKT overall point standings of the night. David Olford with 7 in second. Mark Hall and Tristan, England each get 4, and then Kristen Anderson, Ashley Sanford, Kurt Kramer, and Bailey Shea each with 2 points. Still a long way to go with 3 more competitions remaining. Up next in Sacramento is the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge when Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master, returns. We are back at the Golden One Center in Sacramento as we continue on with Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master. Next up is the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. Each driver has the opportunity to wow the crowd with the maneuver using only 2 wheels. Up first is Bailey Shea and Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Comes right across the ramp into a nice popper. Keeps it there in a stoppie and gets a moonwalk back into a wheelie on the backside of the combo move. Then she would go for the triple log stack. Nothing there, and that gets her a score of 6.269. Next up, out of Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger. She gets it into a reverse stoppie, wheelie up onto the pod, makes it all the way across and back down on her first attempt. Second attempt going for the popper, some smoke coming out, pushing on that transmission very hard. 6.871 for Gravedigger. Our next competitor, David Olford, Velociraptor, looking for a reverse stop. He gets it right into a wheelie, hits the throttle across the pod, and now into a nose wheelie and a stoppie to boot. What a move for David Olford. Second attempt now with a popper, gets up in a stopping position and is going to run out of room. 7.186 is the score for Velociraptor. Out next, out of Paris, Texas, Tristan England in Earthshaker. And he went for a stoppie, nothing there on that attempt. Couldn't get the back end of that truck up where he wanted it. Goes for it again down the ramp, and he's got it this time, hitting that rear steer, showing the crab walk, and showing off for the fans in Sacramento. Absolute perfection on the execution here for Tristan England, and he is going to hold that sucker right there into a moonwalk, and he's going to try to teeter-totter this Tonka truck, and Earthshaker goes back onto the wheelie bar for the wheelie down across the 8-pack, and Tristan England 8.780. Finally, here comes Elvis Lainez after the racing win right into a nose wheelie. Going to try to extend that out, keeps it going all the way. He's got the containers right in front of him. Perfect control, flips it right into reverse, into the moonwalk. And he's got the front nose of that El Toro Loco Monster Jam truck just cracking up against that dirt. He's going up, he is going down. He is going all around and sets it down on all four BKT tires. Second attempt now for Elvis Lainez, looking for a popper, gets the air right on the front again, nearly rolls it, but a great save. 9.350 is the score. Elvis Lainez doubles down with his second win of the night. As we now take a look at the BKT overall point standings, Elvis Lainez with 16, David Ofer with 13, Tristan England with 11, Kristen Anderson with 7. But hey, we've got a long way to go still. We've reached the halfway point in Sacramento. Coming up, we go round and round and round. The Golden One Center Donuts are next on Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master. You're watching Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master with Arena Championship Series West. And next up, it's the donut competition. Fans in attendance were once again scoring based on momentum, execution, and number of revolutions. And let's take a look at our top three competitors. Once again, Elvis Lainez smoking the crazy bull, went wide, brings it in tight to the pod, and round right on that dirt, roosting the fans here in Sacramento, California. Still going, finally comes to a stop. 9.046. That is a great score for El Toro Loco. And hey, why don't you just climb up on the truck and relax for a minute? You've earned it, Elvis. Strike a pose, 5-second cam, get your snaps in. Next up was Bailey Shea in Monster Mutt Dalmatian. She's on the other side of the track. She finds her groove. Got the back end of that Monster Mutt Dalmatian down low to the ground. Front end is up. She's got that wheel up to the ground as well. That front and left wheel off the ground. Round and round she goes. And 9.328 for Bailey Shea in Monster Mutt Dalmatian. And then Tristan England in Earthshaker trying to get his first competition win of the night. He goes wide, then he takes it narrow. Now he's got it going. Earthshaker round and round. Look at the circle he is making. Breakdancing and into a stopping 9.404. And that is enough to get the win. So Tristan England with his first win in Sacramento. That comes with 8 points. And here's where we stand through 3 competitions. Elvis Lainez still has the lead. Tristan England now moves up to second. David Ofer in third. Bailey Shea in fourth. And Mark Hall rounds out the top 5. But we are not done yet. One more competition to go. And our final competition of the event is freestyle. And with our top 3 only being separated by 5 points, anything is possible when it comes to the event championship. To get a score, drivers must complete the first 15 seconds of the run. Fans once again scoring in attendance. They want to see drivers use every obstacle on that 6-sided pod. They want to see creativity, some technical moves, some combinations, and maybe a wow moment, maybe even a backflip. And out first, this is Kurt Kramer in Rammunition. Kurt Hill's out of Hoopeston, Illinois, debuted in 2018 and has been with Hall Brothers Racing now for the last few seasons. So Kurt trying to make something happen here in Sacramento. That first spot, not always ideal to go out because the fans don't know what to expect a lot of times. They don't have their phones out just yet, and they want to see a run or two. So Kurt sometimes in an unenvious position of kicking off the competition, but we'll see how it goes for him here. Rammunition now up over the log stack, gets a nice jump all the way down on the far side of the pod. Maneuvers the truck back into the middle, trying to straighten it up. Now going to go all the way over, clips the pod. Now he's got the angle he likes, coming up a little cross-threading action and down over the single log side. Ammunition now slinging itself across this track. Kurt Kramer at the helm. Goes straight across the top pod down the far side ramp. And now up over the tire stack goes Ammunition. Rear pogo bounce. And almost into a nose wheelie. And that'll do it. Take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay. 5.521 is the score for Kurt Kramer. That is the score to beat in freestyle. Our next competitor is Bailey Shea in Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Look at her wasting no time with a stop. He comes all the way across down the ramp into a stoppie on that dirt. Bailey Shea out of Missouri debuted in Monster Jam back in 2015. Has found her new home with Team Throttle Monster based out of Ogden, Utah, running that Monster Mutt Dalmatian body. She's had a great start to her season. Great to see Bailey Shea back in Monster Jam competing on an arena series. She's got a lot of room here. She's gonna send this truck, and she's got it right up on the pod, some decent air, and then back down on the other side. Gotta hit reverse in these arenas. You run out of room real fast. So it's all about timing, it's all about reaction. And she tried to catch that one, ran out of room. Now she's got the truck lined up and ready for a sky wheelie and over and right down on the center pod. Now accelerates, come right back down the far side. She goes up the ramp on the opposite side, clears the pod again across, turns it back around. Beautiful rotation of this 12,000-pound machine. Center pod again. Running out of room here, so maybe a donut. We saw this earlier tonight in the competition. She throws in a couple rotations and has enough time to jump across the pod once again. And Bailey Shea in Monster Mutt Dalmatian completes her freestyle run. Take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay. And take a look at that score, 7.497. That is the new score to beat. And here comes David Ulford in Velociraptor. Driver out of Shaw, Oregon, spent 9 years as a crew chief for the likes of Bari Musauer and Brianna Mahan. Got an opportunity to drive with Team Throttle Monster, and boy, has he made the most of it. David Ulford, one of the most dynamic independent drivers you will find on any arena event across the country. That beautiful Velociraptor truck debuted last year. And now he's got this thing rocking and rolling. He competed on Arena Championship Series West 1 year ago, back on the same series this year, trying to win his first series championship and punch his ticket to World Finals in Nashville. And he's got a stoppie into a moonwalk, but just clips that lip of that pod, so ran out of traction on those BKT tires, and that's gonna do it. 6.397 as we take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay. Coming up, freestyle continues as three of the best in the world hit the track. It's Earthshaker, Gravedigger, and El Toro Loco next on Arena in 30. Welcome back to Arena in 30 from the Golden One Center in Sacramento as we continue on with our freestyle competition. Bailey Shea has the lead, but here Tristan Anderson and Gravedigger coming out. It's been a quiet night for her, and a freestyle win here would elevate her game and elevate the start to a great weekend in Sacramento. She only has 10 points on the night. A win here, give her 8 more for the evening. The defending champion on Arena Championship Series Central made history in 2022 by becoming the first female Monster Jam driver to win a series. So she has etched her name into the history books. And Tristan Anderson, make no mistake about it, a bona fide superstar and one of the best in the world. But tonight, just having some struggles here with this Gravedigger truck. Has to hit reverse, runs out of room. Now trying to navigate it back up over the log stack. There's some nice air for Tristan Anderson in the Sky Wheelie. The 2022 Rising Star Award winner, Guinness World Record holder. She's done so many things in her young career. Still many, many more bright years to come for Tristan Anderson. And now she's got that throttle rhythm pumping here. Nice Sky Wheelie, gets across a little whip action. Just missing the container. She's got all the momentum going. Huge jump. That is the biggest jump of the night so far. And she's going to make the save. She landed right smack on the edge of that pod. A little wonky. She got the save. And take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay. What a jump. What a save. And what a score. 8.940. That's the new score to beat. Next up out of Paris, Texas, it's Tristan England and Earthshaker with a great jump to start his run. Former Showdown winner, two-time Triple Threat Series champion, won the 2018 West Series and the 2019 East Series. And now trying to get another series championship under his belt, which would give him an automatic bid to Monster Jam World Finals July 1st in Nashville. Get your tickets at monsterjam.com. The son of Big Kahuna driver Shane England grew up in this business, knows more than I could ever possibly imagine knowing about the inner workings of this Earthshaker truck, and he is a superstar as well. But fire going on in Earthshaker. That is going to cut his run short as our track officials out there to get it taken care of. He is okay, and his score is not bad either. 8.233 for Tristan England in Earthshaker. That bodes well, though, for Elvis Lainez, as Tristan right on his tail for the event championship. And here comes El Toro Loco. He's got a shot here to take it all and add another event championship to his resume, as well as extend his series points lead. In order to win the championship, he needs to finish 4th or better in freestyle, so he doesn't need to go big, but he certainly doesn't want to go home either. Nice wheelie there for El Toro Loco into a brake check sky wheelie. Big time air for the young kid out of Houston, Texas. Now accelerating on the throttle all the way to this side of the track. He's got something planned here, something special, and he has got the 8-pack within his sights. Gonna bump it, give it a little crazy bull bump. And now backing El Toro Loco up as far as he can. Here we go. Elvis Lainez gonna try to get Elvis back in the building. Backflip attempt here, first one of the night. And he gets a pogo bounce, a little more smoke, a little more spark. And that right rear wheel is done. And so is his run, but I think that could have very well done it as we take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay. Lines it up, comes in tight, goes a little sideways, and then right there, the fire coming from right underneath in that shock tower area. So a great run for Elvis Lainez. He takes the lead, and now Mark Hall in Raminator's gonna have to follow that. But Mark Hall's been around this business for a long time, and he knows how to put together a consistent run. It's been Mr. Consistency so far tonight, sitting in the top 5 in the overall points. Now he's got a brake check here, trying to ease his way around these containers. This is a smaller track here at the Golden One Center, so drivers really have to be timed out on their turns, on their landings, and have to catch that truck at the right moment to make sure they don't run out of room. And why not throw in a donut here, Mark? He got all that room on that side of the track, and he's got a great donut. You see El Toro Loco parked in that stall, and Mark Hall getting it done here on the track. Great donut. Nice air comes around again to the near side. Right onto the tire stack. Sky Willie doesn't get the truck at the 90-degree angle. Still some nice air. Raminator coming back. Biggest jump of the run there from Mark Hall. Gets down almost into stoppie position. And tries to go for another donut, but time is done. 6.973 as we take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay. Well, it all comes down to the rookie Ashley Sanford in Megalodon. What a win it would be for her to get a freestyle win and take all the thunder away from that El Toro Loco run. Not far from home for her, from Fullerton, California. Former Top Fuel drag racer. Went to Monster Jam University, waited patiently for a phone call. She got one, and she's making the most of it here on Arena Championship Series West. Just trying to finagle this track a little bit. I know that pod looks like it's not much to it, but there's 6 sides to it. And as you see with all of these trucks, 7 trucks so far going on this thing in freestyle, just beating down that dirt, bringing down that pod. It has really become unpredictable. So Ashley doing a great job trying to navigate it, find out where the jumps are. And she got a good one there. Score to beat 9.717 for El Toro Loco. Trying to get some air there from Megalodon. Not much to it. Still has a lot of momentum here. Goes out deep. Turns it back towards the inside. Up over the single log. There's a great jump. Comes down on all 4 BKT tires. And is going to land it perfectly. Take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay. 6.928 is the score for Megalodon. And that means Elvis Lainez goes 3 for 4, adds 8 more points to his total. As we look at the final BKT overall point standings, he's going to win the event with 30. Tristan England takes second with 25. And Elvis Lainez, a big event championship for him. Let's head to the track with Keaton Stewart and El Toro Loco's Elvis Lainez.
Elvis Lainez, I'm so happy to hand you that trophy. I know you're handing it off to your crew chief, Ron Kita, but you talked about staying consistent and you proved it. What do you think it was about today that got you up here on the pod?
This guy, man, this guy is the reason why I even made it out here, man. Without our hardworking technicians, these trucks wouldn't come out here. We did that backflip for you guys. We love coming to Sacramento, but man, you know what? As a driver, I'm just only half of the fraction of the team here, man. There's so much that goes into putting a Monster Jam event, especially these guys. They work their butts off day in, day out, every single week to put on these trucks at 100,000% to come out here and entertain you guys. So I want you guys to please get loud for them.
I want to dial it back to the very beginning when you took the first 8 points. You said you had never gotten to win here in Sacramento. You got that win. But I want to take it back even further because a long, long, long time ago, you were just a Monster Jam fan yourself. So what do you have to say to those fans who might feel like you felt coming to see you here today?
Man, this felt awesome, man. Not gonna lie, I was here my rookie year. I wasn't the greatest driver, so coming out here with way more experience feels better. But most importantly, man, the only reason why I ever drive and the reason why I want to get on the mic is to inspire everyone out there, man. That it doesn't matter what you look like, what languages you speak. Don't let them tell you no, man. I got told no a bunch of times, pero más que todo, representar mi raza latina. ¿Dónde están mis latinos? Eso, mero! Man, you guys are crazy. We got 2 more events this weekend. Grab your tickets. Come check us out, because we're just getting started, man. Sacramento, we love you guys. We'll see you next time.
Elvis Lainez continues a phenomenal start to this season with a big win in Sacramento. He now has an 11-point lead over Tristan England in the series point standings. The battle is just heating up. Only one of them will earn that automatic bid to World Finals in Nashville. So stay tuned to find out who comes out of the West as the series champion. Be sure to follow us all across social media for all things related to the sport. For everyone at Monster Jam, I'm Scott Jordan. Good night from Sacramento. We'll see you right here next time on Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master.